Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part we are learning difference between Power BI filters and slicers. So in Power BI, filters and slicers both help refine data, but they serve different purposes and have distinct use cases. Here is a detailed comparison between them. So on first position, let's discuss filters. First question is where they are applied. So filters are found in the filters pane, that is visual page or report level. So let's see a Power BI report here. This is one of the reports that this is one of the dashboards actually that we created recently. In the dashboard you can see where these are different panes. So this is data pane, visualization pane, and here is a filter pane. So let's say I clicked on this dining out simple visual here. This is a card here. When I clicked on this card, you can see number of filters that are applicable on this visual. So basically from the data set, we are showing total expenses of dining out, like in dining, total expenses made. So what we have done is we have simply selected using basic filtering dining out from here. Sum of amount is all, so we are selecting all sum of amount. You can, if the value is numerical, so you can write is less than, is greater than, etc. Next is category type. So because we want to show only expense, so only expense is selected here, and sum of debit is also. This way the filters on this visual can be applied. Let's take another example. In this example you can see state-wise count of order ID. That means state-wise count of orders. You can see from California we have most number of orders. Now let's say we want to apply filter, region filter. So we will open the filters pane. Here you can see count of order ID is all, returned is yes. So let's disable the filter. So you can see now count of order ID is all and state is all. But if we apply region filter here, we want to show only west region. Now you can see automatically only west region will be selected. If you want to show west and south, it will be selected. So this filter is applicable on this visual only, and you are not seeing any effect on this particular card or this particular visual over here, which is showing category wise count of order ID and count of returned orders. So it is not applicable here. On the other hand, if we drag region to filters on this page, okay, if we drag region to filters on this page and select east region, then you will see in both these visuals that are present on the page, this filter will be applied. So this is very important to understand that if you want to apply some filter to all the reports, then you can use it as filter on this page. Now let's say we have one more page here. This is sales report. So let's say we want to see subcategory wise or subcategory wise sales and profit. So we will select a clustered column chart. In our clustered column chart, we will select subcategory and put it on x-axis, and then we will select sales on y-axis. So this is subcategory wise sales and this is subcategory wise profit. You can see in some categories we do have some loss also because negative value is there, but this is subcategory wise sales and profit. Now here, whenever whatever fields you will select in your visuals, like we have selected subcategory, sum of sales and sum of profit, so those filters will automatically be applied to this visual. So this is one thing. If you want to say sum of profit is greater than, let's say, 500, apply. So now you will be seeing only those records where sum of profit is greater than 500, and then you can clear the filter. So this is something that you can apply on this visual. Now let's say we have, and similarly because there is only one visual, we can put filters on this page as well. But now in this report we have two different visuals, and let's say we want to put region on all pages here, and here you can see phone's value is 33007. Okay, first what we can do here, we can go here and in values that we are seeing here, first we can enable data labels so that we can show the value in million. So zero point 0.3 million is the value. Let's remember that. Now let's apply the filter because we are applying filter on all pages. Let's apply south filter. So here you can see from 0.3 million it has, gone down to 58,000 because that filter is applied here. And if we'll apply here, then it will reflect here as well. So this is filters on all pages. So that is the use of filters in Power BI. Where they are applied, you saw it is found in the filters pane, and it can be applied like that how I demonstrated. And in many of my other tutorial videos that I have, more than 100 videos, you will find use of filters. It is applied to visuals, pages, or the entire report. And how they work, it allows users to filter data based on a specific condition, like show only sales from 2023. And you can select any field as a filter and drag it in your desired area where you want to apply it. And it can be hidden from end user, allowing report creators to control the data view. Because whatever filters are applied here, so one cannot tell directly from this view, right? That some filter is applied. Obviously, this is some kind of calculation. So we can do calculations without writing that. So that is also something that we can do with the help of filters. Now, what are type of filters? Type of filters are visual level filters, affect only specific visual, page level, affect all visuals on single page, report level filter, affect all pages in the report, and drill through and advanced filters, allow deeper analysis and custom conditions. Best use cases of filters are when you need predefined filters that users don't change often, like you don't want users to change these values, and when you don't want to control data visibility without user interaction. Next comes slicer, where they are applied, they are inserted directly onto the report canvas as visuals. Now let's see one example in our financial expense analysis. In our financial expense analysis, if you will see this left hand side, and by the way, tutorial for this entire video how it was prepared is already there in the playlist, so you can also watch that if you want to go deeper into this visual. But here you can see we have slicer, right? When you will click on company, it's a slicer. When you will click on category type, category, subcategory, they are all slicers. So this slicer can be shown as a tile like this, or can be shown as a drop down list like this. Okay, so this is a drop down list, and you can also go to slicer settings and show it as a vertical list. So it will be shown as a vertical list, right? So whatever is your preference, you can show the title like that or tile, and on the basis of that this slicer will appear, and this is kind of added to give users more interactive functionality, right? Let's see another example here. Let's say we are analyzing category wise count of order and return order. We are analyzing, category wise or state wise count of order, whatever. If you want to give users slicer, so yes, we do have some filters applied here, but if you want to give region as a filter, so we remove the region filter from visuals, and what we do, we will add slicer in this particular page. Now this has nothing to do with filter because we are giving user an interactive option, right? And here in the field we will drag region. So it will automatically pick all the distinct values in region and start showing it. And when someone will apply it, they will, it will start showing data. You can go in formatting, like first you can do filter setting, like you can select it as a tile. Then you can go inside value setting and select its font color, let's say this color. And in background you can select some background color. So this way you can show your filters and it will be applicable like this. Okay, so this is one very important thing for you. And now after doing this, let's copy this filter and paste it here. Now when you are pasting it here, it is asking you to sync visuals. One or more of the copied visuals can stay in sync with the visual it was copied from. Do you want to keep them? So if you will say sync, so let's select south here. So here also south will be selected. Let's select east here. So here also east will be selected. So this is because of syncing. If you want to use different filters on different pages, then definitely you can do that. So this is a simple option of what we can do. And obviously you know that you can use your filters however you want. You can design your visuals however you want. If you want to enable shadow or anything. So formatting options in great detail have been taught in more than 100 videos. Maybe I'm repeating once again, but those will be very much helpful to you if you are a beginner and learning data analysis or Power BI in particular. So this is something that is the difference between a basic difference between a slicer and a filter. And user click on slicers to dynamically filter values can be formatted as drop-down list, date picker or button. By the way, if you will drag date value, let's show you. So let's say we want to show a slicer as a date value. Let me copy this. So if you will show that, so in that case, what will happen? Because here we have order date. So if you will drag order date, so first of all you will start seeing something like this. And you can see because the order date is not being read as date here. So that date should be you know formatted as date. So we have a date which is formatted as date here. That's why we are seeing date hierarchy. Let's say instead of company we want to show date. Let's add date here. So when we have added date, you can see obviously the drop down list. And in slicer setting, you will see different options. Tile, between, let's select between. Okay. So in between, you will start seeing values like this, where one has, let's say we want to show from 1 January to 4 October. So now you will see filters. So this is between. You will also be able to see relative date, last 1 week. So you can show that last 1 month, you can show that because this is data of 2023. So this will not work, but you can show as relative date, you can show as relative time, last 1 minute, last 1 hour. You can show after, let's say after this particular date. So you will be able to see that. So this is how date filter will work. Obviously for date filter you have to give more area. So this is a simple difference between Power BI filters and slicers. I hope you understood the concept. If you would like to receive more video tutorials like this, if you would like to get more notifications like this, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.